back to Crit Miss Role Playing Games. It is Thursday night, so you have the pleasure, nay the horror, of watching Beckoned Blackest now, because I Curse of Strahd actual play live stream. I'm back with all the usual stuff. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Not much.
I feel
Tim,
like
you still got your camera off.
I know that we.
Oh, I know. I'm eating.
I know that we did an episode last week. I feel like it's been forever
Do the bok choy.
since I've seen everyone, though. So, who has anyone done anything fun over the last year or two?
Year or two.
Year
I
or
went.
You went? Where did you go?
I went to the Critical Role game.
Oh,
which
yeah,
was
and
very
has
entertaining.
anyone done anything fun though? Like anything like interesting?
Yes.
That's an attack on Critical Role. Are they like our enemy? Are they like the rocket to our Ash Pokemon? Ash Patchum?
No, I wouldn't give them that kind of credit.
Oh, guys, Disruptive Highboy is in here offering us the best viewers on Streamboo.
Oh, really?
And
the best
tonight.
viewers? No, thank you.
The best viewers. Yeah.
We've already got the best viewers. Speaking of the best
And
viewers,
Jess has told us that she boiled an egg.
what's going on, Jess? How's your egg? Actually, that sounds weird. I regret saying that. I didn't think about it before I said
That
it.
was the most interesting that's happened.
That was a weird thing to say. But no, it's I appreciate that you're all here. I don't know where tonight's episode is going to go. So I feel like we don't need to keep people on the edge of their seat for any longer, because for me, I feel like the way that tonight's episode is going to unravel is going to set, I think, the tone for a lot of what is going to happen in the campaign, even though this is just like the very beginning. I think we're going to get a little bit of a view of how everyone's going to handle situations in Beckoned Blackest Night, more so than the haunted house, because the haunted house
I attacked him.
Yeah, exactly. The haunted house almost felt like it was like its own contained things. Everyone was finding their own rhythm, and now we have that rhythm a little bit more, and characters are undergoing their personal developments, and I'm interested to see where this goes. But before we do launch into the episode, I do want to say thank you to tabletopaudio.com for all your tabletop
Thank you
gaming
very much.
ambience needs, and even more importantly, Fruit Bowl Dice. If you want to unlock the sweet taste of chaos, make sure you check out our affiliate partner, fruitbowldice.com. They've got a pretty amazing range of dice. I've yet to get some for myself, but I will be, and I plan on killing some of your characters with them.
I'm very excited. My tax is about to come back. I'm super keen. It's that time of year again, folks, and I want some dice.
Yes, we need some new dice. We need to add some color, some flavor to the campaign, and Fruit Bowl Dice. What better way to do that than by buying some new dice? I can hear someone typing furiously. Thank you, Jem, for chucking that in the chat. That is fruitbowldice.com, and make sure you use the affiliate code Crit and Miss on the second page of checkout. Yeah, not the first one. The first one has a discount code thing where you can put in. Don't worry about that one. That's not what this is. You go to the second page, you use Crit and Miss, and you get a free gift.
It's special. So we have a special section for you.
That's right. We're special. In all the ways that the parents said we were. Pardon me. I'm still sick. All right. Shall we play some Dungeons and Dragonies?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Carrying over from last week, let's go across the board and let's do a quick recap. Let's do an individual recap for everybody. And if there's anything any gaps I feel like we need to fill, I'll fill them in for you. Let's go across the board in the opposite direction this time. Let's start with Christian.
Well, last week, not really a lot kind of happened. We had we had finished our dinner, woke up from a hellish nightmare. I know that Fujin woke up from his being trapped inside a box of his own mental making, from the sounds of it, possibly also being stared in by some red-eyed fiend who was watching him continuously be in this claustrophobic state. And all the other party members had their own individual prisons. Fujin, eventually waking up from his in a mad panic, ran out into the house's hallways, having slept in the bathtub, not realizing the dangers that were awaiting him in his sleep. And so was sort of, just buck naked through most of the house, which was cool.
Yeah.
And that's
our definition of nothing happening. Nudie runs through a stranger's house.
Well, technically all that happened was I had a dream. And then after that, we finally started to take the casket down to the church.
Yeah. That is correct. And yeah, I feel like last week's episode may be event light, but I think a lot of
content occurred, but I woke up and we carried a casket.
A lot of
in real time.
If you summarize it, if it were an episode of Game of Thrones, it wouldn't be the top ratest episode, because there wasn't much action, but there was a lot of character development, and I feel like that is a very equally, if not more important aspect to telling a story. Yes, peace. Gem.
Yes. One of the things that actually set Game of Thrones apart a while ago was the character development, was the pacing. They actually spent time, and in the books, what's so good is that the chapters are from different points of view. So you really get in there with the characters, and that's why I think people fell in love with Game of Thrones, and that's why we got mad.
That's right.
And so I think that it's good if we can. Game of Thrones had episodes where, it was just fight. Usually the 8th episode of the season was usually just a big battle, and there were usually a few interspersed. And so we didn't mind the slowing down ones though, because we got to know those people intimately. We got to see their heroic deeds, but then we got to see their daily lives. And I think that last week was one of those for us. I usually don't enjoy the roleplay part as much as the fighting, but I really found it fun. Like, I really did. The start of my day was Fujin running past me naked in a hallway. I was just trying to go get dressed. It's always a good start.
I think there's something to be said for those slow down bits. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone's seen Final Destination, the first one, but one of the girls gets hit by a bus. And so while they were doing just a little bit of horror trivia, while they were doing the focus groups for that scene was so intense that they actually had to put in a scene of the two main characters drinking tea for 10 minutes to wind down from that scene because it was so intense. Wow. And I just think this campaign is so action-packed. We had 4 episodes where it was just non-stop fighting. So I think we just needed our coffee break.
Fun fact, that's the second time you've brought that up in Beckoned Blackest
really?
Night. Yes, you've mentioned that before, which I think is fun. If we can court controversy like the last episodes of Game of Thrones, I think I've done my job well. Speaking of things that court controversy, Grace, recap us.
Controversy. Well, I think it was a very interesting last episode. Thana had a dream. She's having an existential crisis. She can't get in touch with her god, which is a little bit not fun for her. She sort of carried a casket, and then she entered a church. Some praying happened, and there were some noises from the basement, and that's where we are.
Yes, yes, there were some eerie noises, eerie sound, an eerie voice, you might say, that that emanated up through the floorboards as far as you could tell.
It was creepy.
Yes, Christian, do you have a mechanical keyboard by any chance, or what is going on there?
Are you playing Gallagher, motherfucker? You can watch his eyes watching the particles on the screen. I'm just staring at.
He's just typing out a thesis while we're doing the recap.
Let's just ignore that. I'm typing up notes.
We just had the Iron Man moment in Avengers where he's like, that guy's playing Gallagher. And Christian's over in the corner goes,
He's doing the 1990s version of hacking.
I'm doing work, I'm sorry. I'll unmute.
Sounds like a horror film or something. It's been great.
Let me know when you've
Sounds like a
accessed the mainframe. Speaking of people who've accessed mainframes, Mod, give us a cap.
Yes, I think the real disappointing thing from last week is we did see Fujin's butt, and he instantly got to have a really good butt and didn't have to roll for it, which I think is really a fail from all of us. I didn't say anything because I don't want to body shame and make people roll, but I was just like, I don't think anyone should get a great butt just because they're a monk. I think there'd be monks out there with hairy, disgusting asses, and ones with great asses. We don't do, but that really woke up in bed with William, did a 4-hour fanfic about making breakfast and all that stuff. Then we headed off with Irina to the church. We arrived at the church with Irina's brother, whose name is incredibly important.
He's Mark.
His name is Mark. Okay, so Mark went in. And,
the good DM.
Mark went in and yeah, that's what I said. So Mark went in and we heard him talking to the father and a hand sticking up through the floor saying, "Father, help me, help me." And that's where we ended.
I'm gonna have to have a look at your notes sometime. There was you're partially correct. There was no hand sticking up through the floor. Maybe my flavor text sort of gave you the wrong idea. Now, you did hear a voice saying, I can't remember how exactly it sounded, but something along the lines, I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry. But no, you
didn't. I heard hands sticking up.
No,
hands
there was definitely,
up,
there was no hand. There was no hand involved.
I'm going to go to the judges.
Yeah,
judges said you're the DM, so fuck yourself, Mod. Okay, fair enough.
Yes. Anyway, very good. Speaking of people who are handsy, Dan.
Don't you just love that as an intro? Pale, he didn't and I didn't expect for this to happen with the character as well. He really started to miss his parents.
No, it says Bill/Pale.
Oh yeah, Pale's my character in Christian's game.
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad for everyone there. And yeah, so Bill really started missing his parents because he's finally become what they wanted him to be a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so he kind of is missing out on being able to show them that he's been able to develop. But also, I think that he thinks that they would know what to do in this situation too.
Yeah.
What does?
So he's got some really, really weird parent feelings right now.
What does Dan? Not Dan. What does Bill feel like he needs to do in this moment? Now that he doesn't have that direction from his parents. Now that he finds himself in the situation that his parents tried to prepare him for, does he feel like I just need to get out of here, or?
Within Barovia, no, because he also feels like this might have been what unlocked everything too.
Mm.
So I think there's a bit of curiosity in there in terms of what else is there that's been dormant that I can access now.
Mm.
He still thinks Ismark's over evilifying the devil. But yeah, so he's Barovia itself right now. He's curious to how this has all happened to him and why is it now.
Perhaps a touch of fate. Maybe we go back for a moment and we hear those words from Aragal. You know, do you believe in fate?
We don't like Aragal.
No, we're not big fans of him.
He's going to be Aragon and when we see him.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's going on my... It's going to be highlighted at the top, Aragon.
And that's sort of a situation that's hanging there. It's like a loose thread still. I mean, Aragal said,
he's such
once
a loser.
this job was completed, meet me at the tavern. You went to the tavern. No, Aragal. But there was a letter saying, hey, look, I'm sorry. I didn't wish you guys any harm. It's just, you know, I got to do what I got to do. Meet me at Serpool encampment. So we can pick that up again a little bit later, but I would like to know, like, are you intending to go by there to try and find him? What's your thoughts on that? But we can touch on that a little bit later.
If Bill's willing, I'm willing. He's going to be Aragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Loser.
I don't have a segue here. Jem, what's your recap?
Okay. So basically, I remember a few things that stood out for me. I remember Thana spending some time when she woke up trying to get in touch with the divine. It felt like it had been a bit cut off. And then that also tapped into Tane's experience as well. I think there's, you know, they're questioning some things. Then we did leave. We did carry the coffin. We sort of took turns. I remember Fritz wondering as we were walking down the road, where was everybody? Because Fritz comes from a family and, you know, a place where their leaders, especially like their burgomeisters or whatever they call them in their town, are respected, revered, and if they fall as a hero, then they're treated as such. So seeing the town not show up really gave him an indication of either this situation is as bad as it's being made out to be, or the man that we're carrying isn't as respected as he's been made out to be. So Fritz isn't sure. And then we went to the church, and there was a lot of symbolism around their religion that we've been talking about, which is based on the sun, which makes sense. And then, that haunting bit as we went in, saying they're hungry, and then finishing on that note was scary. But it was a really good episode. Oh, and Fritz did see that woman again, walking down the street with her cart. Not sure what that's about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some foreshadowing, perhaps? Certainly not. I don't.
Possibly.
I don't prepare things ahead of time.
You don't do that.
I'm not a good DM. That's more of
been
a
prepared in 30 years.
It's more of a Christian thing. All right.
Do we all get our hero points?
Everyone gets their hero point. Everyone gets their inspiration. I'm willing to get a little bit fast and loose with how inspiration works. We are going to keep it to, you get 1 point of inspiration, but hey, you want to do something fun with your point of inspiration, we can talk.
I think so. We'll have our regular heroic inspiration, and then we'll have our extra from these recaps.
No, I think just to clarify, just to keep things simple, just have your inspiration. So just tick that box on your character sheet. You've got your point of inspiration, but if you want to do something fun with your point of inspiration, you just let me know. Something, because normally speaking, with your inspiration, you can get advantage on a check, which can be clutch in certain situations. But if you want to do something else with it, if you want to do something creative, something, I don't dare say heroic, You let me know, and we can work something out. So they're there to be used, so feel free to use them. And if you do something cool, hey, maybe you get another point of inspiration. Who knows? I'm known to be generous. Yeah, so I think that pretty much sums up what happened in the last episode. So just to recap the greater story as it stands, you know, the 5 of you were summoned to Barovia at the behest of a foreign exotic man who introduced himself as Adigal, claiming that he had inherited a house, but rumor has it that the house was haunted, and, you know, being the superstitious man that he is, would not step foot in that house until someone cleared it out for him. That someone being you guys. He offered you payments and said, you know, once it's done, come meet me at the Blood of the Vine Tavern. Now, we don't need to go into everything that happened within the house, but you did find a will, as well as the deeds to the house and a windmill, all of which were bequeathed to the family's 2 children, Roosevelda and Thornbolt Durst, whose ghost you found in the attic. You vanquished the remnants of some cult-like evil within the basement of the house, at which point it collapsed. You escaped. You went to the Blood of the Vine Tavern, seeking your payments. Lo and behold, no Undergoal, only a letter. You were approached by a man named Ismark, who... you know, he he sort of gave you a little bit of information, but he also hinted at the fact that he, you know, if you wanted to know more, meet him back at his mansion. Long story short, you went back to his mansion. He explained that his house had come under siege for the last couple of weeks by the forces of someone he would refer to only as Bill mentioned, the devil.
Creepy.
Who had some sort of infatuation with his sister. Their father had passed away. He wanted to get his sister safely to the town of Vallaki, in which there is a cathedral that houses the bones of a saint, the last vestige of protection against the dark forces that plague the lands. But she wouldn't leave until the body of her father, Ismark Senior, I'm going to call him, had been laid to rest in the local church of the Morning Lord, and that's where you find yourselves at this very moment, standing out the front of this weathered stone edifice. I picture it in my head. It's like the first story. It's only a single-story building, but it's got like a pointed shingled roof, so it's like stone, and then that triangle bit that sits, you know, where the roof is, that's like wood, and it's like dark and mold covered wood. You can see there is lichen that clings to the stonework. It is very early morning. The first vestiges of sunlight are beginning to pierce the veil of this heavy fog that seems to perpetuate throughout the valley. And it almost casts this whole scene in this very unnerving red glow. You push open the door. There's no light inside. It's still very dark. Hallway, completely dark. At the end of the hallway, we can see it opens up into a wider chamber. You can see at the end of the hallway, silhouetted against the candlelight of like 100 candles, you can see what appears to be a portly humanoid figure, quietly engrossed in prayer to the Morning Lord. Accentuating that quiet prayer, you hear those words, "I'm so hungry, It's muted. Sounds like it's reverberating up through the floorboards of the building. You see Ismark and Irina there with you. Maybe they've laid the coffin down near the front of the building, and Ismark turns towards his sister with a raised eyebrow, sort of like, did you hear that? And that's the scene. What do you want to do?
A synchronized coffin.
I think Fritz would sort of stride right up to the front and just be like, "Do you need help, Father?" Because it's terrifying in there. You know, it's just part of the experience they've had is they have to act quickly.
Tane will be going straight up as well, and I would like to do a because I'm assuming Ismark went into the church and slipped in and had that conversation. Can I do a dramatic door kick in?
Sorry, what conversation are we talking about? Just to clarify.
With his sister, you mean?
So there was no conversation.
Said Ismark went in. Ismark went to the door and said, "Oh, I'll go check," and then went in, and we heard all those voices.
Yeah, so they're basically at the front. You're still standing at the front of the building. They opened the door. They haven't really gone in. They just sort of heard this sound. Like as you've opened the door, they've heard this sound. Ismark's turned to his sister with like a raised eyebrow, like, you know, did you hear that as well? You know when you hear something and you're not quite sure
That's all right.
if everyone else heard
I thought
it?
you said he went inside. That's all good. I will open the door fully with a swift kick.
A kick. All right. So we have Fritz calling out towards Father Donovich.
I'm going to whisper to Pale, just as this is happening.
Bill.
They say I'm the rash one. Someone just said they're hungry and we're kicking in doors.
And Bill, let's just be like, "Ah, yes." Weird, isn't it? But I wouldn't do it to a church. It's bad juju and whatnot.
Yeah, I probably would not have made that choice myself. But what do I know? I'm only a cleric.
My body follows my foot in. Somebody's compensating for the last time he failed someone. Allow me to roleplay, people. The door gets kicked in, and I storm in.
No one's saying
to help the child.
You can't do it, but you lay your boot into the door. The door swings open and slams heavily against the interior wall. Dust sort of falls from the door jamb above you. Fritz, you call out. Did you say, "Are you all right, Father?"
Yep.
As the door slams open and you call out, Fritz, you see the figure at the end of the hallway sort of turn and look, and then with a groan of exertion pushes himself up using the altar before which he was kneeling, and he turns back towards the open doorway, again still silhouetted by all of that candlelight. It's hard to make out any details of this person, but you can hear a strained but almost baritone voice call out. He's like, what does he sound like? What does he say? He's like, hello? Is it who is there?
We're here to bury your burgomaster.
Well, I'm sorry, you've caught me a little bit by surprise. I was just caught up in my prayer. Give me just a moment, sir, and I'll be right with you. And you can see that he begins to like straighten up his robes and move down towards the end of the corridor, and he's like, yeah.
Look, even though I think that kicking in a church because someone's hungry is rash. It still is off-putting. Everything's been off-putting. Fujin, it does have a good wisdom. He's good at reading when people are hiding things from him because his parents were always doing it. I'd like to do an insight check to see if he looks nervous as he starts like straightening himself up. He said he was in the middle of prayer, but does he look like we've caught him in the middle of something else and he's lying?
Can I help Fujin with that check?
And can I also? I did, as I said, I did not wait. I kicked in the door and I walked in.
All right,
All the
so
way.
you are standing in the hallway, and he makes his way down the hallway. Maybe he picks up one of those candles as well, and as he does so, you get a better look at him. So I'll get that insight check from Fujin
23.
and
Lovely.
Thana. 23
Ooh.
from Fujin.
Fancy.
Do I even need to roll?
I rolled with the advantage because I thought it was the help action.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning, so that's fine.
Well, I would say like it's probably more of a personal thing. I'm not sure how you would be able to assist someone on a vibe check, but that's okay. With 23, look, you
We're just
rolled,
gossiping in the back.
rolled a couple of 18s.
It's fucking sus, bro.
As you get a clearer look at this man, you can tell that it looks like he hasn't slept in quite some time. He is a middle-aged man, rounded frame, that seems to hint at better times that have long since passed. His face is pallid and puffy and marked by deep-set eyes that betray sleepless nights. He has a fringe of unkempt grey hair that clings to his scalp. His cheeks are ruddy, maybe from weeping or the cold, maybe drinking, maybe all three, who knows. His priestly robes hang unevenly over his thickened torso, stained and wrinkled from long days of neglect. You don't get the sense that he is necessarily trying to hide something, but you feel like something's off with
Does he
this
look
guy.
nervous?
He looks exhausted.
That was the main thing I was sort of going for.
He looks exhausted
Okay.
more than anything else. And as the candlelight reflects from his eyes, maybe as he approaches, you get a little bit of a sense that maybe he's not all here at the moment, if that makes sense. Like his mind is
not mad, but like distracted.
Yeah, distracted. Maybe a little bit mad. Excuse me, I'm still sick. But yeah, he kind of walks down the hallway and he's like, I say, good sir, please, this is a house of the Morning Lord. There's no need for that sort of violence. You're safe here, I can assure you, and I can see that you're new to Barovia, and I'm sure that your experience here has been less than pleasant, but I assure you, the House of the Morning Lord is a safe place for all.
So can I just ask, what violence was there?
Kicking in the door.
Did we
Yeah.
who kicked in the door?
What?
Well,
Tane?
I'm literally I'm trying to piece together where everything's happening because I kicked in the door and stormed
Yeah.
in,
Yep.
and then the people
Yeah.
behind me made an insight check on the guy down the hall.
Yep.
But now they're having a conversation to the front door. Am I like in the house just searching? for Charlie?
Allow me to
He's
to
talking to you.
yeah. So he's talking to you at the moment. He's sort of let's say he met you in the middle of the hallway. So you've
We're
come
looking at him from
walking in.
behind. He's talking to you as you're walking to him.
He's talking to you.
That's
at
why he
the
just said,
moment.
if there's no need for violence, the place is safe.
Yeah, he's holding his
Yeah, no,
hands
I
up.
was just confused what was happening. Like There's a lot of stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's got his
We're
hands
just
up
checking.
in,
I wanted to see if he
supplication.
looked anxious as you're rushing
Okay,
him.
cool.
Because he stood up and he's like, "Oh, everything's okay," and like straightened himself out. I'm wondering if he looked like anxious that you were approaching so quickly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly,
He is
I
dead,
thought
like-
he'd walk down the hallway with a candle, come to the front door, and I was just left.
No.
Up
So
the
they're
thing.
they're
Okay,
looking over
okay,
your
good.
shoulder.
Yeah, and I thought Fritz walked in and said, "Are you okay, Father?" I missed the kicking part, so I'm like, "Who's doing violence?" Because I was
Yeah,
thinking,
Jem, I was with you on that. I was just like, yeah. So here we are. But no, we're with you now.
okay.
Right. There was a child's voice. Where is the child?
A child? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. There's no children here. It's just me. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Father Donovich, and you are.
Hand on scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were not supposed to have violence.
Brad's lying to us straight up.
Look, Thana, being the cleric, is just like, okay, I'm going to need everybody to calm down. Right? Okay, this may not be my religion, but this is still a holy place, so some decorum would be much appreciated. Please forgive my compatriots. They're all a little bit rough around the edges, except for Bill. He's chill.
Charmed.
And you're yelling this down the hallway, I would imagine, and maybe Father Donovich sort of tries to peek past the hulking frame of Tane Nui, and he's like, "Much
Right,
obliged."
Yeah, sorry, Father. I'll bring you down to, and I gesture for him to go down to the group,
Right. Of course.
and then I'm going to give Fritz the signal to search for the child like this,
and
and I
So,
will follow with the father, making sure to
Yeah.
block his view of
Fu-
Fritz.
Yeah.
Fujin's gonna duck off with Fritz and Bright Eyes as well to go like I guess around the back of the church.
Yeah.
Around the
So
side.
do we have to do a stealth check for that, Sven? Would you like us to
um,
blend?
yeah. Look, I'm gonna give Fujin advantage, saying
Perception?
I'm sort of picturing Fritz maybe just inside the doorway. Fujin's still outside, so I'll give Fujin advantage on being outside, and Fritz, I'll just get a standard roll from you to see if you guys can sort of
Yep.
duck out real quick before he actually notices that you're sort of there.
17.
Oh well, I was imagining that I'm already in,
Yeah, Fritz.
and so while he's talking to people, so I was with Tane. So I'm imagining that they're talking to him, and I'm going to take that opportunity to start sort of looking around.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just sort of. So what I was attempting to do, I'm happy to use my heroic inspiration or whatever, but basically I was just attempting to say, oh yeah, my bad, and I was going to guide him down towards Thana,
Mm-hmm.
walking behind him and trying to block his view of Fritz and saying Fritz.
Okay, and it looks. I think I got it confused then. So Fujin wants. I would like to go around the side of the building.
Okay. All
and
right.
start trying to find a back entrance to maybe a cellar or something. It
Thank
sounds
you.
like Fritz, you want to actually stay in the church and just start eyeing things out.
All right, so that's
Yes.
fun. Okay, now I have a bit of a better idea. Okay, you've got a
Yeah.
17 on that stealth check. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And what I'll get from you, Mr. Tane Nui, is maybe, I'll make an argument for persuasion to sort of take his attention away from Fritz. Maybe you're fast talking him a little bit, trying to get his attention so that Fritz can. Yeah,
Jeez.
he's completely forgotten about Fritz. Fritz doesn't exist to him as far as he is concerned.
What did you get? 20 or something?
26.
26.
I just got a little humble 26.
Oh, I'm now invisible, so that's helpful.
Glory of God to
Alrighty.
you, glory of God, glory of God, glory.
Glory of the morning Lord. Since we're splitting this up three-way, let's take it to a map.
Okay.
You know I wasn't going to pass up that opportunity.
We're going to split it up like a screaming
Yeah.
eagle.
Let's go ahead. Let's open that door up. We'll put Ismark and Irina there. We'll put Thana out there. Bill Iron Dancer. Braz. Fujin, who's going around the side. And Mr. Fritz Longview is going to be on the inside of the building. And I just realized there's no Tane Nui, so I'm going to put you on the scene as well. Tane, because you deserve to be there, man. You've earned it. Where are you? I've got like a list of like no less than 25 characters in this campaign now. There you are. Okay, put you there. Leading Father Donovich to the outside of the building. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we've got 3 separate scenes here. So let's go with you, Fritz, while Father Donovich is distracted. What do you want to do?
Well, I think me and Bright Eyes would start just looking around for clues, because we definitely heard someone talking. It wasn't a figment of our imagination. We've sort of ascertained that right now the priest doesn't seem to be a threat, but we don't know what he was actually doing. And so basically, sorry, I'm just reloading. D&D Beyond's just crashed. I would like to, with the aid of Bright Eyes, see whether we can pick up on any smells, sounds that would indicate where the person is, and whether anything smells wrong. Because I think right now, with the frame of mind that we're in, we're assuming that nothing in this place is right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll get you to do an investigation check, and I'll get you to do that with advantage, assuming that Bright Eyes is sort of lending his predatory senses to your own. She's just having a phone call. All right, while that is happening, let's find out from Fujin. Fujin, you... Oh,
that was just my phone automatically answered that.
That's okay. You make that roll. We'll just find out what's happening with Fujin, and then we'll come back.
I can't hear you anymore.
That's all right. It's okay. We'll go to Fujin.
My phone shouldn't do that.
And we'll come back around to what's going on with you. Fujin, you take a moment to quickly duck out of view, making your way towards the eastern side of the building. As you get around to the side, you can see that the grounds are rather unkempt. Weeds are growing entangled in the sort of stone and wrought iron fence that surrounds the land upon which the church is built, sort of on the top of a hillock in the foothills, almost at the base of the cliffs upon which the castle stands. You can see that there is a 5-foot wide moss-covered stone pathway that leads around the building. You can see there's a pair of windows to your left as you get around on the eastern side of the building, just beyond the gate. And you can see it opens up into what appears to be a graveyard. There are dilapidated, crumbling headstones, all sort of in this like eerie lines. You can see there just the small wisps of the morning fog clinging and wrapping around the headstones, and everything is punctuated by that red glow as the early morning light just peeks over the surrounding hillsides. What do you want to do?
Taking a look, tell me if I'm wrong with the map. I do know that the Strahd resources are pretty good, which is nice. Is there any obvious with my... I'd probably just be using passive skills, focusing more on being quiet and less on looking, so active stealth, but more just passive perceptions. With my passive perception 15, is there any obvious like cellar doorway? Because we heard it from underneath the floorboards. I'm looking for a way to get under the building from the outside. I don't see anything on the map, but correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are correct. You make your way around the side of the building. Now, there are a lot of weeds that are growing up against the side of the building's edifice, and it is rather unkept. So is it possible that there could be a trapdoor maybe under some of the weeds or something like that? You would have to do more of an active check in order to determine that, but as far as you can tell, there's nothing that stands out as obvious to you. If you're thinking like maybe like a cold cellar or something like that, you're not seeing anything.
Okay, well look, I have stylized Fujin quite a bit of myself, and I think with the low intelligence and just very much like high dexterity, a lot of ADHD with Fujin, I would like to think, and so I'm gonna partially get distracted by why I came back here with the graveyard and all the tombs in front of me. Is there any particular tomb that, like I guess headstone, that grabs my attention, and I'll go and just look at the name on that tombstone? I don't see a back entrance at the moment. As I'm looking around all of them, does anyone seem a little grander, a bit further away from any of the other tombstones separated? Anything out of the norm, and I'll try to see who that one belongs to.
Can I just sorry, I completely lost audio. When that phone call answered by itself. Yeah, it was so strange. Like so it was a messenger phone call that came through and it just automatically answered. Very, very strange. It was another video call. So I'm just gonna go call back because that was my daughter. I'll just check that everything's okay. I'll be back. Give me 5 minutes, all right?
I'll make all the decisions for you. You can trust me.
Oh, I can. I know I can trust you. I'm not worried at all.
Run and cry.
But
yeah, I'll go over to one and just, I guess, like wipe away if there is any moss or something covering it, and just see who it belongs to. I guess curiosity taking over Fujin now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Very feline.
You can see that most of the graves. Yeah. Most of the gravestones have been allowed to build up with a lot of. They're very weathered, we'll put it that way. Some of them are cracked, crumbling over time. By the guy, I'm sorry about the camera overlay, guys. That'll be fixed once Jem joins us again. I'm not going to change it because I have to change it back unless it takes too long. You approach one of the tombstones and you can see there is a large statue in the center of the graveyard as well, but time and weather have worn away its features to the point where it is unrecognizable to you now. Just the general shape of a humanoid figure, hands outstretched, holding what appears to be a rod in one hand, but the head of which has been snapped off. You approach one of the tombstones and maybe you wipe away some of the grime that has built up over the years, and you see the words, "In memory of Sergei. Taken by the fog, not by time. The bells did not toll, and the sun did not rise. Still we pray, though the morning Lord no longer answers."
The fog? Like the fog that I was in?
It would that would appear to be the case. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'll note that down, the name Sergei, in case it's important. It's the tombstone grabbing my attention. And yeah, I guess while I'm doing that, wandering around, then slowly going to the tombstone, stuff will be happening on the inside.
Yeah, that's right. Just gonna go for a quick break, and we'll be right back once I figure out what I should do with the cameras here. Okay, so stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. While you're waiting, why not check out fruitbowldice.com? Buy yourself some sweet new dice in the meantime. Make sure you use the code Crit and Miss on the second page of checkout to get a free gift with your purchase. And we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us. For those people who did, for those people who didn't, well,
Lame.
yeah, joke's on you.
Lame.
This is about to be the best D&D actual play
And
action.
we're about to give out the winning lotto numbers. The lotto numbers are 6,
Ooh.
7, 8, 9,
9, 3.
10, 11, and 69.
Nice.
Always 69. Always.
So mature.
No.
We're so mature.
We are.
Yeah. We
I'm
are.
not the one putting Sir Gay into the thing. Like, bloody hell.
I thought that too. As soon as Sven said that, I
Wait.
thought that.
Is that not what it
Sergey.
is?
Sergey. That's such an Eastern European name. It's
I thought
like
it just meant Sir Happy.
it's like the John of the Eastern Bloc. Sergey.
Really is.
Sergey
Great
is
name,
actually EY, not AY.
Yes.
Oh.
That is correct. Thank you, Christian.
though. What did I miss? What you were sleuthing, Fujin? Did you find anything in your sleuthing?
There was no cellar entrance in the back, and I saw a bunch of tombstones, and so I kind of got distracted and went over and looked at one of the tombstones. So that's where we found the name Sergey.
Oh, Sergey. Very nice. Now, I noticed your roll, didn't I? Was it perception?
An investigation check.
Yep. With advantage, because I got bright eyes with me, yeah?
Sure. Yes.
Which I definitely need, because that's a 2. And that's a 7. A 5.
That's awful.
275.
That's awesome. Can bright eyes roll? Because we share a consciousness. We've got to come up with like a system for that, actually.
Yeah, well, that's why I was just giving you straight up advantage on that check without having to use anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to keep snooping even if I don't find anything. Does the 5 give me anything? Or does it take away? Like, make me know even less?
Tane turns around and looks back and he sees Fritz is hopping and he'd left one of his boots back in the hallway. And I'm like, get your fucking boot!
Oh.
You can see.
Bang my head on the altar.
Maybe you just duck down the hallway a little bit to where you see all those candles and you step out into like a brightly lit room. Maybe you just shoulder around the corner a little bit. Oh, I should also mention there was a Taroka deck card drawn. This one is the hooded one. And this one is attributed to you, Fritz. Mask of Doubt. You cannot benefit from advantage on attack rolls for the next hour, so no advantage on any attack rolls. Should you decide to beat up Father Donovich.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Again, it's always me, and I didn't roll it this time.
I love the fact that there was one earlier for me, and I just kept my mouth fucking shut, and so did Jess in chat, and we're just like, peace out. We're gonna wait half an hour and re-roll it. Well done, Botanical. Well done.
Thank you, Jess.
I didn't have a good moment to call that one out. I was going to if it became relevant, but I completely missed it. Anyway, let's talk about this chapel, this room that you find yourself in. Let's just pop you around the corner where you probably sort of are.
Thank you.
Maybe the overwhelming
Near my sweet wolf
smell of melted candle wax, burning wicks, incense dulls your senses as you step out into this chapel. But you can see that it's in shambles. There's overturned pew, sort of littering the floor. There's dozens and dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks on tables.
It's dangerous, doesn't it? There's too many candles.
You would think so.
So basically, Fritz would just sort of look around and then sort of start whistling and walking back to the group then. Be like, nothing to see, because he didn't see anything. So I'm rejoining the main crew, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. And maybe while you're walking down the hallway, you can hear that, sort of bassy voice of Father Donovich as he steps out. Let's cut back to that scene as Thana, Bill, and Tane, you're sort of all out there. He steps out onto the stone steps. There's a couple of steps that lead up to the door, and as he steps out into the the very early dull red morning
the
light,
Burgermeister here.
he's like, Ismark, is that you, my boy? And yes, Arena. Oh no, what has happened? As he sees the coffin sort of lying on the ground, Irina looks at Father Donovich. She's like, "May the Morning Lord watch over you, Father. I'm afraid something terrible has happened." And Father Donovich sort of ambles over towards the coffin, and maybe it's Ismark. He's like, "Our mansion was beset by evil, and our father, he and you see Father Donovich sort of makes that sunburst symbol on his head that you've seen the others do from time to time. It's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Even though the Church of the Morning Lord teaches us not to mourn for those people who've passed into the light, can't help but feel as if Barovia's lost a great man and someone who touched the lives of so many people here. So very little hope left in the village. Losing a man like this, well, I can't imagine how it must feel for the two of you. How are you holding up? And this is where Irina's like, I've been meaning to ask you, Father. We heard something when we arrived here, when we opened the door. I don't know what it sounded like, a voice. What was that? And Father Donovich's like, my child, I'm afraid you caught me in the midst of my prayers. What you heard must have been little more than the sound of my prayers carrying down the empty hallway. And please introduce me to your friends.
So I have a question, I think. I don't think that's correct.
In what sense, my dear?
I heard two voices. And the second one certainly was not yours. It sounded almost like a child.
A child? No. Look, of late, the faith of a lot of the people here in the village has sort of faded. I haven't had many congregations here for some time now. There certainly aren't any children here, not as far as I'm aware of, but what I can tell you is this: there are many lost souls who still cling to the graveyard here. Perhaps it's one of their voices that you heard. Please, allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Father Donovich, and who might I have the pleasure of meeting?
Well,
Ben, would we let that go?
I don't know.
Like in D&D world, would we let that go?
That's entirely up to you to decide if you want to let that go or not. You tell me what you want to do, and we'll work it out. Here's what I can tell you. You definitely heard something. You don't know what the source of that sound was, but, you know, it was one of those moments where you think you heard something, but you weren't sure, but you looked around and you can see your own expression mirrored on the faces of your compatriots. So you definitely all heard something. What it was, you know, you're not sure. If you want to roll a check of some sort, you know, you can roll an insight maybe.
Yeah,
Religion?
I think I'd like to because, yeah, we had it was a shared experience. It wasn't just one of us.
Mm.
Right, I'm gonna go clear some space to bring this body in here.
Oh, please be careful. Thank you, sir. What can I call you?
Tane,
Nat
mate.
20 insight.
All right, Mr. 20, if you don't mind, just taking the coffin. Mr. 20 inside, just take the coffin. Just bring it into the chapel for the time being. I can make all the necessary arrangements for the poor souls. You can see the reflection of your phone in your glasses, Grace. Is that South Park?
Really?
Yeah.
No,
And when I get into the temple, Sven, can I I don't know how to do this. That's right. I'm going to move into the temple. I'm going to clear a spot on the altar for the coffin to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say the altar probably isn't really designed to support a coffin necessarily. I mean, you can just push all the candles and shit out of the way. There's maybe some
that's my plan.
vestibules or something, and you just brush them aside. They go clanging to the floor, and you just
I move some of the big candles to the floor, and then I push the rest off with the sheet.
Okay, all right.
Thana sort of hears this happening and is like, "Oh, Hades, no." I truly apologize. As I said, my pleasure. A fellow person of the cloth. You'll have to excuse. I'm just going to stop my friend destroying your church.
Yes, please do. This is this is a house
Sorry,
of the morning
I'm gonna
Lord.
get some cleaning. I'm gonna get some cleaning shit. I knocked some stuff on the floor.
I would
And I'll
ask
start opening doors.
that you walk with the due reverence when you're in the house of the morning Lord.
Yeah, where's your laundry?
I'm sorry. Laundry?
I
Ismark,
start opening all the doors and walking
Irina,
around.
who have you brought to this house? You can see that he's starting to become a little bit agitated. Ismark's like, I'm sorry, Father. We just came here to ask for your help. We heard something. We're not sure what it was. I'm sorry. They're just a little bit on edge. They've been through a lot since coming here, since arriving in Barovia. I'm sure. Just give me a moment. And he walks past Father Donovich, and actually steps into the room. And he's like, "What are you doing, Tane? Stop! Get out!"
I'm looking for some cleaning. I spilt some shit up on the stage.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Are you serious? This is the Church of the Morning Lord. This is a place of religion. You just come
shit
in
up
here?
on the Wait, look! And I point towards where all the candles are tipped over.
Yes, clean it up, pick it up, please. I'll help you. And he makes his way in there and starts, help me get this coffin down.
Now, when I was going in all the rooms, because did I see anything?
We might come back to that in just a moment because
that was my cunning plan.
Barrel through
that
4
was
rooms without any opportunity to respond to that. So we'll come back to that. Bill, what are you doing while all this is happening?
So I'll respond. Say, Bill, Iron Dancer. We're new to the area. Forgive any slights on custom.
Morning Lord, keep
this is
you
all
mercy.
it's all very new to us, and we've had a very stressful couple of days. So None of this is intentionally to slight you or the Morning Lord. Just probably at the end of our tethers a little.
Yes, I can understand that people who are foreign to our village, this place might seem quaint, even threatening at times. I know that our people can be a little bit unwelcoming to some, and for that, I beg your forgiveness, sir. But you must understand that this is a house of the Morning Lord. Their father has passed recently. I have a lot that I must do in order to give him the proper funerary rites.
Is there anything that I could do to help that? I will also have you know that we have this is Thana here, and she's also a cleric that deals primarily with death, so she could be of great use to you.
Keep you, my child. I'm sorry, you
Sure.
mentioned a name I wasn't familiar with. Was it Hades?
That is, he is, my Morning Lord, I suppose. It seems we've opposite ends of the theological spectrum. Hades is very, darkness and embracing death and, understanding that life is suffering and death is the end to everything, although lately I've been questioning that, but that seems to be sidetracked. Yeah, I have to say I'm very interested by your deity. Very fascinating.
Why, thank you, my child. It's not often that we get people here of the cloth, so perhaps later we might be able to share ideologies with one another. But you are more than welcome in the house of the Morning Lord, despite your lineage. Please.
My lineage.
Can I just say, Fritz at the moment is side-eyeing this guy with the intensity of 1,000 storms because he's suspicious, and now I think he just insulted Thana.
Did he just take a clap at the fact I was a tiefling?
It certainly sounded like something along those lines. Yes.
Mm.
All right. Let's go back.
Thana gets the whole, oh, hell no.
You've got a hot-headed 19, 20-year-old guy. He, by the way, rolled a nat 20 on insight.
Natural 20 on your insight check.
Yeah.
Hold
yeah, I
on
did. No
to
advantage.
that. We're going to go back to Fujin. We're going to find out, in the meantime, how many gravestones he's destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, look, after the first one, it was more just a side distraction, seeing the name, sort of shaking his head out of it. We'll try to quickly peer around the other side of the building, see that there's nothing to sort of get underneath. And so quickly double back over to the large mess of sort of brambles and moss and shrubbery that you said was sort of gathered around that back end. And yeah, it's just going to try to dig through them, see if there is a back entrance that has just been grown over, because this place is very old and decrepit. So yeah, just try to cut through that, I guess.
Roll me an investigation check.
Another shrubbery.
Thank God that was a high roll, because that's my -3 stat. So that's a 15.
A 15. Yeah.
Nice.
So you get there, and maybe you start to pull it away, some of the weeds, which give way. And I imagine you have a knife or something, so maybe you start hacking away.
Probably my my scimitar. It acts like a nice jungle cutter, I guess.
Yeah, but maybe you're hacking away at the dirt, the foundation of the building. Once you sort of clear away some of those weeds, you don't see anything straight away, but you do notice it appears that the very foundation of the building appears to have been built maybe on top of something older. So you can definitely see there's older stonework newer stonework above it, like more carefully worked stone, whereas the very foundation is more like an older architectural style. Maybe you start like hacking away at the dirt at the foundation of the building, and after you get a couple of inches, there's like a wooden beam. Maybe it's like a structural support. You get the feeling that there is something underneath the church itself. Maybe it was built on top of something or whatever. You're not sure, but it does appear to be something underneath it. You're just not sure what it is or how you would gain entrance to that. And on that note, we'll go back to Tane Nui. We'll flash back a couple of moments to when you were just ransacking the church. Well, not ransacking necessarily, just, going through all of the rooms.
Investigating.
Light hazing.
As I was doing it, I was asking the guy where his laundry is, and I kept walking into all the rooms.
Yes, okay.
With the laundry, I spilt everything. There's candles on the altar.
So let's go around the clock, starting with the northwestern room. You open that door, and you can see it's a dirty bedroom. It's got a wooden bed, straw-filled mattress, a small end table, an oil lamp, and mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. Then you cut directly across the hallway to the room in the northeast. And it opens up into what appears to be an office. You can see there's an old desk and chair up against the southern wall. There's a wooden holy symbol mounted above those as well. That same sunburst iconography. There's a 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall, suggesting that there was a tapestry that once hung there. Against the far wall is a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors. Then we'll go across the hallway to the southwestern room, which I think is the second last room that you checked, I believe. You open that. It is you see there's a dirty, lightless room containing a wooden bed, a straw-filled mattress, and mounted once again above the headboard a wooden holy symbol, that same sunburst iconography. And then lastly, across the hallway to the southeast, you see what appears to be a storage area. Maybe this is where they keep a lot of the various items that they use generally in their sermons and rituals and all that kind of stuff. A lot of it has been scattered across the floor. Maybe there were some shelves which are now broken, lying scattered, communion spilt over the floor. And in the southeastern corner of the room is what appears to be a wooden trapdoor in the floor. You can see there's a heavy iron padlock securing it. And then we'll quickly go back to Father Donovich. He's like, please, my friends, Thana, Bill, please come in. All are welcome here.
Oh, all are welcome here.
Yes.
Are they?
All are welcome here in the light of the morning, Lord.
I'm just surprised, really, quite truly, that the Morning Lord would be more than happy to accept such slander against other races. You see, Hades, under his darkness, all are welcome.
Well, yes, and you are, of course, more than welcome here. Please forgive me if I've offended you with anything that I've said. You must understand that the people here in Barovia, and the valley as a whole, is a superstitious folk. Appearances like yours can startle some, but as long as you're basking in the light of the morning, Lord, I assure you, you will find no grievance against you here. Please come in. And he walks.
So as that conversation's happening, I try and make eye contact with my good friend Fritz on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I sort of give him a signal like quiet, I found something, and then I'm going to slowly close the door.
Okay. Fritz would be too distracted.
No, that's all right.
Greasing this guy off because of what he just said to Thana. He'd have, and because he does again his insight check, he gets a weird feeling off this guy. So unfortunately, he's not the smartest guy at most of the time.
Yeah, well, as soon as he sees he's not getting your eye, he just makes the executive call. He closes the door and walks towards the back corner.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. You simultaneously. Fritz, you and Fujin, even though you're outside, you feel like you can hear a long moan. Maybe from where you've dug up some of the dirt. Fujin is... It's very faint. And maybe actually you see one of Irina's eyebrows sort of pop up as well. Sort of like, not sure if she heard something or not. Father Donovich just walks up to Ismark and is like, my son, please tell me what happened to your father. And maybe Ismark hadn't heard anything or isn't showing any signs that he has, and starts telling Father Donovich all about, the things that he explained to you about the besiegement of his mansion, his father's heart giving out and all that kind of stuff, how he met a lot of you. So while this is happening, I imagine you guys have a little bit of time to do something. Fujin, it's up to you. You feel like maybe if you continue to dig, you might be able to find a way to get into whatever sub-basement there might be, but it might take a little while. It's going to take some checks as well. Otherwise, you can rejoin the others if you wish, or do anything else that you might want to do. What to the rest of you?
Look, I'd already decided to go, as I could find no entrance into the backyard. Back into the house and attempt to find a way down into it. So I'll do that.
Okay, so making your way.
Head back around to the front entrance.
Once you get down there, you can see Thana's still out the front. Everyone else is in the chapel. Father Donovich is in conversation with Ismark, and maybe Irina is starting to wander around the chapel herself. And maybe she stops the conversation. She's like, Father, if you don't mind my asking, the last time that we were here, it was in far better condition. What, please tell me what occurred here. And Father Donovich is like, oh, my dear child, I'm but an old man now. I must care for this place on my own. It shames me to say I can't keep the place in the condition that it used to be. It was a time when people would come here, help me out, but that no longer happens. We've fallen upon hard times, my child. Hard times indeed. Dark times. Darker still now that your father has passed. Fritz, Bill, what do you guys want to do?
Well, Fritz is just going to say to him, like, again, my insight check, do you want me to re-roll it? Or does that stand?
Oh, you're 23. No.
Yeah.
How to put this? Oh, someone drew a new card. Thank you, Dress. Fate twists and turns. A new card is revealed. This one attributed again to you, Gem. I'm going to have to make sure that this is working properly. This one is the artifact.
Card.
One random magical item in your inventory gains a temporary +1 enhancement bonus. If you have no items, gain a minor trinket.
Sweet.
So choose something that gets a +1.
Oh, I don't think I have anything. Hang on, look at my inventory.
Of course
I
you
don't think I have anything. No, I don't have anything that's magic though.
Oh, well, it can be a mundane item, can now become a magical item for the time that the card is. So you can have a +1
cool.
bow or sword or I don't know.
Yeah, let's put my sword +1. Sweet.
Yeah, do that for the time being.
Not that I'm going to use it on this sketchy priest. Yeah,
You
so
should.
23.
23.
Mm.
How
Nat
to put
20.
this?
Not even a dirty one.
He's not lying to you because he isn't accepting that you can hear something. That little hint of madness that Fujin picked up on earlier, you're now reading a little bit more into it. It's not that he wants to keep something from you, it's that he wants to keep something from himself. He doesn't want to accept whatever it is that is happening here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But there's definitely something going on, but it's not that he's trying to keep something from you, it's that he just doesn't want to accept it. It's there's something that's weighing on him.
I thought that might be the case. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. I think Fritz would look to Bill because Bill's quite smart. But he'd start talking and just be like, look, Father, we've seen some things since we came to your town which defied belief. If there is anything happening that you think would shock us or find hard to believe, that is the kind of thing we need to know right now. Because this town is under siege.
Well, I, for one, am shocked. I'm shocked that we've lost such an important figure in our community.
I don't think that that's what my friend Fritz was talking about. I think what he was talking about was the noise in the basement that you continue to ignore. I think he's talking about that noise.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referring to. And maybe it's actually Irina that pops up now. She's like, Father, please, you've been such a boon to our family. You saved our father when he was injured, when he was hunting. Please, listen to me. We heard something when we came in. I don't know what you're talking about, my child. Stop it. Whatever it is you're doing, stop. You're the one person that we've always been able to look towards. The one person who's always been there for our family. Why are you lying? And he's like, my child, I promise you, I'm not lying. Now we cut back to Tane Nui.
I want to hear from Ismark as well. I want Ismark and Irina to really question his father.
You want me to role play 3 different characters in a conversation with myself?
Yes. I have complete faith in
each of them
you.
has different points on what they're really fighting for.
I think
You've done so well. I feel like, you can do
I
it.
think
So, in the time all this is happening, there's going to be a little flashback to the house where Tani picked up a sack.
Mm-hmm.
He takes that sack and he rolls it around the lock, puts the lock onto his shield, and then stands up and gives the lock a massive kick with his greaves to try and break that lock off.
All right. Give me an athletics, I suppose.
Yeah, that's called dampening, my dudes.
Well, I scramble through my notes.
Very nice.
And also providing a backing, because the two metal things hitting should actually sever the lock, especially an old one like this. Let's go. Athletics. Oh, a massive +4.
Ooh.
That's a 17.
17. Look, it's not particularly hard. The lock itself actually doesn't break. You smash it, and it goes clattering across the floor. It's the wood that actually gives way before the lock does. The whole metal sort of locking mechanism just breaks free from the trapdoor. It's swollen from all of the moisture in the air and all that kind of stuff, and splinters go scattering across the floor. But it's pretty well silenced because of the use of that sack. So it's
Dex save. It's 0.
It's dulled. The sound of it is dulled by that.
I think while Irina is sort of and Ismark are like going in hard on this kind of racist priest, Thana is going. I fucking hate him now. Thana has like a little magic trick called Eyes of the Grave. And as an action, I know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
There is the stipulation that it can't be behind total cover.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wondering if you allowed me to use my heroic inspiration, would I just be able to get a very quick ping of if there's a ghosty woasty in the basement?
Yeah, man, let's use your heroic inspiration. Let's bump this little spell up a notch.
Okay, so while this, it just happens, like it's just like a thing that comes, like I don't cast it or anything, there's nothing to roll, it just kind of happens. So while this conversation is happening, like Thana's eyes are just like this devilish red with like no irises, they're just straight up supernatural demon red. While Ismark and Irina are just hammering in on this guy, Thana's eyes just fully start bleeding, and her head just starts like twitching to the side, like as if like radar, like cat ears. Am I picking up anything, Sven?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is really going to help that guy's opinion of whatever's going on.
Don't fuck himself. Let me be a demon. Let me be a demon.
Do you know how hard it is for me not just to beat this guy up? Like, I hate him.
I think Thana is like almost playing into it because
Can I say how amazing it would be if Tane like sneaks down into the basement, finds like a child that's been abused, comes out and he's like, guys, we need to take out and the priest is dead on the ground already. You guys have just killed him because he's a racist fuck.
Deserved it. But look,
Love that.
I think Thana is almost playing into her devilish ancestry and is putting on the show of a century for this priest. Yeah.
Let's picture the scene in our heads. Father Donovich has his back turned towards you as Irina begins to grill Father Donovich about what's going on.
I like Irina, by the way. I think Irina is great.
Ismark starts to pick up on what Irina is doing, and he might not have heard what that last groan, but he immediately backs her up, and he's like, there's something going on here, and we need to know what it is. We can help you if you're in trouble, Father and Father Donovich keeps waving everything off. We can see over his shoulder as blood begins to form in Thana's eyes. Pulls there for a moment. Runs down her cheeks. We see one single rivulet of blood as it drops from her chin down onto the wooden floor of the chapel. We can see it in slow motion as that droplet of blood hits the ground. Maybe we can see that blood trickle down in between a gap in the floorboards. The camera follows it into the darkness.
This is so creepy.
It's great.
Thana,
You're full demoning.
I love it.
you sense the presence of undead. Right
Great.
below where you're standing. Literally right below you, right beneath your feet. And we cut back to Tane Nui. Maybe you open up that trapdoor.
I do.
It groans with years of neglect. You pull it open. It rests up against the wall. You can see that there is a ladder which descends down
It's a trap.
into the darkness. What do you do?
Yeah, I have dark vision, so I look down and I grab my shield, put it on my back, and I give the first, like, there's nothing down there that I can see. I give the first ladder step a bit of a stepping on to make sure it's not going to collapse when I go on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then begin climbing down.
You start climbing down the ladder. It creaks, but holds solid as you descend down into the darkness below. The ladder only goes maybe just a little over 6 feet, and it ends in a small wooden platform with stairs that descend down further into what appears to be some sort of basement. You can see there is a packed dirt floor interspersed with these heavy wooden pillars that are holding up the ceiling. As you're standing on that platform, maybe you look around. There's a lot of, like, these pillars are blocking a lot of your vision.
Yeah.
I'll get you to roll a perception check for me. And that'll be...
Is it alright if when I get down there and assess there's no movement, can I light up a lamp?
If you want to light up a lamp? Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you want to do that first, you can do that.
Yeah, I'd love to. That's just what I would do. So light up a lamp. Bam! 15-foot radius, dim light for an additional 30 feet, but I've got like 120 feet dark vision, but that's just a comforting thing. I hold it up. And yeah, and what do you want me to roll, sorry?
Not a lamp, is it?
Perception?
Yeah, I'll get you to roll a perception check, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, nailed it. I got really good.
6. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not the best of
That's
perception
pretty good.
checks out
I'm
there.
gonna go with it. I feel like everything's clear.
Okay. Let's cut back
Tane's about to die.
to the other scene that's going on here in the chapel.
Uncle Tane.
Fujin, what are you doing?
I guess just entered back into the house again. My goal was to, hoping everyone being super distracted, find the entrance into this sub basement.
Mm-hmm.
If that is at all possible.
Yeah, I mean, you walk in there, you can hear the sound of voices. You see everyone sort of gathered in the chapel. You can hear the conversation that they're having. You can see there's 3 doors. They're all open. There's one directly to your east as you walk into the building. It's closed.
Yeah, I'll open it and have a look in.
All right. You walk over towards there. You pop that door open. You can see same thing that I described to Tane earlier, except now, instead of a closed trapdoor, there's an open one.
I obviously don't know that he's already gone down there, so yeah, I'll do the same. I'll head down.
Okay. Heading down into the basement. Let's go back to what everyone else is doing.
Thana, sort of after having that realization, gets the father's attention. Obviously she's having a moment. Her face is like dribbling with blood tears. And she says, "Father, there's undead in this chapel right now, and mark my words, I will show you how fiendish I can become if you are harboring undead in my presence."
I mean, the souls of the departed sometimes are at unrest here. I'm sure you saw the graveyard out back. We have
You lie.
You're just
You
like,
lie.
I'm gonna club him over the head with the back of my sword.
I'll get an intimidation roll from Thana, and I'll give advantage with the clubbing over the back of the head.
I was about to say.
Yeah, because I'm getting over this.
Can I? So I have command, and I know that there are like stock standard commands I can make, where it's like, approach, drop, halt, flee, grovel.
Yep.
But I was wondering, can I just say truth?
Fritz, you bust this guy in the back of the head. He falls down to his knees. We're getting to it. And he's like, you're holding the back of his head. You can see maybe some blood trickling through his fingers. Irina and Ismark are just shocked by what's happening. Maybe they just take a step back. If someone would like to give their point of inspiration to allow Thana to be able to use command in a way that's not generally used, maybe we can make something work here.
Yeah, I will. Fritz would also be saying to Ismark and Irina, what time does it get dark here? Because time is in his head just because it's such a strange place, and we need to get out. I don't give a shit about this this church.
The sun goes down early this time of the year, 6:30. We do still have a lot of time here. Please don't hurt him. Please. Father Donovich, please tell us what's going on. And did someone give heroic or inspiration rather?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I did.
Maybe this time it's Father Donovich's eyes who roll into the back of his skull.
Yeah.
And he leans back. His back arching in an unnatural twisting motion.
Oh.
The power of Hades compels you.
He twitches as this magical energy takes control of his spirit. And maybe in a strange, unnatural voice, it's like him, but there's like someone else speaking over the top of him at the same time. Daru, my son has returned. My son. I thought I'd lost him. I thought the black-robed one had taken him away and I was never going to see his face again. But the morning Lord took mercy, brought him back to me. But the devil had taken his soul. You have him momentarily.
Thana is just furious. She's just like literally fucking furious. Did she sort of Tane? No, she wouldn't have noticed. Did she notice Tane or Fujin head through the door?
I'm thinking.
For Fujin, you'd need at least higher than a 17 on your passive perception.
You notice their absence. You don't notice necessarily where they've gone, especially with everything that's been happening here. Bill, you also witnessed this happening. How do you respond?
How old is your son, Doru? We heard a child.
14 winters. I had cared for him. 14 winters. I had given him my love. Why would he forsake me?
Is that why this church is in ruins? The pews I see around aren't from neglect. There's been a struggle here.
A struggle. A struggle. A fight. As he lunged out towards me. When he returned, he was so pale, so sickly. I thought I would lose him again. I thought that prayer alone would be enough to return his soul to me.
Where is he now?
As I uttered my prayer to the morning, Lord, he began to cry and wail and scream. He lunged at me. I had no choice. I fled to the basement. And there I would lock my boy away until the morning Lord could cleanse his soul from the corruption that had taken hold of him. He's a good boy. And you can see him like convulsing more and more often now, twitching. And we go back to Tane Nui.
You go.
And Fujin. As you're down in the basement, Tane, you can hear someone creeping down that rickety wooden ladder that you just came down. What would you like to do?
Obviously, I attack whoever's coming down the ladder because they're sneaking up on me.
All right, make 17 attack
even
rolls.
even when he says it's me, I'm like,
now's your chance.
Put him in the ground. Put the monkey in the ground.
I don't think Fujin would say it was me. I think Fujin would just start scrapping back.
You're not a stranger. You're an imposter. But no, I will say he turns with a bit of a right. I think this is where the kid is, and starts walking down the stairs. As we said, there's stairs going down from the ladder into all the pillars. Although you have not made a perception check, so I'm walking in with a lantern, giving off more light. So if you want to have a look to see if you see anything,
yeah.
Like, listen, I've already had a bit of a scan. There's nothing here. I had a look for sure.
I'll have a bit of a look as well, just to look at the nothing that he said, because like the voice that we heard, that stuff isn't adding up. He's like, there's no basement. So with the lantern,
the kid could be hiding anywhere in here. Like,
are you lighting a lantern or a torch or anything, Fujin?
Oh no, I'm just using the lantern that
the lantern light. Okay.
Tane's got.
I'll get you to roll 2 perception checks for me.
Like each of us, or like me roll 2?
I'll get you to roll 2.
Can I roll 7?
I'll use inspiration on the first one. I got a 10, so inspiration instead turns that to a 19, and then the second one,
Pretty good.
a 8. 19 on the first, 8 on the second.
You don't have a dark vision, do you?
No, I'm using the light of the lantern. If it's a lantern, it's like 80 feet in a straight line, right?
It is
I didn't
a.
notice it move.
Oh, there you go. Tane moves into the.
Yeah.
Room?
No shit.
Just because I did say I walked down the stairs while I
Yeah.
was looking.
Fujin, you hear something. You can't see it
Mm.
because it's the very edge of like the light and maybe some of the shadows cast by these heavy pillars is obscuring your vision. Tane, you step into the room and at first you don't see anything until you look up. Clinging to the ceiling of the basement, you see an emaciated young man. Shockingly thin. Pale, dirty skin stretched across his frame. And as he's clinging to
Now,
the
in which
ceiling,
manner is he clinging?
his head sort of turns towards you. You can see his eyes are sunken into his gaunt face. Purple veins crisscross his body like the twisted roots of dying trees. And you can see there's like
No.
maybe just that little drop of blood from Thana. And he sort of licks his finger. And he's like, I can smell you. I can smell the fear on you. It stinks. I can hear
Fujin doesn't. Fujin doesn't think. Does a 14 hit?
heartbeat. It's pulsing in my head.
Pretty on brand
It
for
can
Fujin,
stop.
isn't it? Really.
It is.
Oh, Fujin's been positively reflective this session. Very
Please
proud of him.
make it.
I
So
didn't
much
attack
fun.
until I saw something clinging to the ceiling, creepy, drinking blood.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it is out of his
Someone-
MO because it's an animate object, so
Yeah,
this is
crossbow instantly comes out from the back over Tane's shoulder and fires at the ceiling.
I'll get you all to roll, Rick and roll for initiative.
Never gonna
What?
give you
This is
up.
my strongest ability stat.
Never gonna run
initiative.
out and-
I mean, Fujin!
You did.
I'm great.
Would you like to swap with my with my alert feat?
I'll get those of you
Yes.
at the top side. Not, I'll get you to roll.
Oh,
I'll get you to
sorry.
roll initiative as
I
well. Just go ahead, roll it. Roll it. We'll find out how we sort of play this out as we
Sorry.
go along. I'm gonna go ahead.
15.
15. Why is that not?
we all rolled really well for initiative, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, it's because
Good
we're not
for us.
fighting a big giant fucking monster that
Yeah.
yeah. in the first round.
Very
That's
true.
general pattern.
15.
Yeah. Oh,
Bill
general
was
I
a
also got a
19.
15.
I rolled a
Um,
7. I just have a high dex. I rolled horribly.
Fritz
What's
was
your
a-
dex jab?
Oh, that's a good question. 13?
Okay, my dex is a 14. Sven, I also got a 15.
So,
Sorry.
Christian, to answer your question, because you said you're going to fire at it, 100% yes, we can swap initiatives. Just so it makes
Oh,
sense.
sweet.
No,
I was just at
I'll
the
get you
first
back, bro.
one,
I'll get
just
you back.
joking because I was like, "You finally rolled good as a paladin," so I wanted to steal it from you. it was,
No,
it was
good,
purely
good.
chaotic.
Hey, I give it with love, my friend.
Lovely.
It makes more sense than you pulling out a crossbow and then me
Does.
running up and stabbing it before you do it.
Sven,
Yes.
how will Bright Eyes be added to this? Will he be part of my initiative? Will I have control of his stat sheet?
You have control of his stat sheet, and I believe he acts right after you. We'll just,
Okay.
we'll make it that way. It's the easiest way of doing it, I think, until I actually have a look at it. But yeah, so the way I'm going to do this is I mean, you guys don't know
How do you
just
wanna do
yet
this, Tim?
that combat has started, that an encounter has started. You don't know that just yet. So what I want to do...
We did just smash the priest. Like, I did just assault him. Does that
Yeah,
do
look,
anything?
I was just role-playing... I was
okay.
role-playing Father Donovich as someone who's not going to fight back, essentially. And if he does fight back, it's going to be flavor fighting back only. I'm not going to get you guys to roll initiative against him. He's not going to do much.
Yeah, you're not an initiative gem. You're just in abuse.
Yeah.
You're just beating him up. There's no... I don't
We're
need you
just
to
being
roll.
gaslit by this priest.
Usually people hazing.
I do have to really stress and state, deservedly beating up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like Fritz was the bad guy here, but Fritz is the great guy here.
Very good guy.
Yes.
This guy is racist.
I
I
don't-
do not like him.
I don't
No
blame you.
good guy, Fritz.
I don't blame you at all. I'm just saying. So the way I'd like to do this is I would like to go through the initiative order of those people who are in this combat, and then I would like to cut back to the rest of you, and I'll go through your initiative order as I've written it down to find out what you guys are doing. And should you go down into the basement, I will add you to this initiative order as per your normal position, and we'll just go from there. I think that's just the easiest way for doing it, because you guys aren't in combat, they are in combat. That way I can keep track of everything.
Yeah.
So starting off...
Yeah, that works really well.
the first round of this, and I know it's 10:30, we're going to go a little bit long. Let's at least get one round of combat out of the way before we end tonight's episode. I want to see some blood, and I'm sure Doru feels the same way. So
Listen, I don't want to spoil it, but I heard Doro's a big bitch and won't attack anyone.
let's find out. Top of the round one, Fujin, you get the jump on this combat, and you can start us off here. What would you like to do?
It's already mid-do. Does a 14 hit?
Does a 14 hit? No, it does not, unfortunately. So your crossbow bolt streaks through the darkness, but with supernatural reflexes, this boy quickly darts out of the way, and the bolt, thud, cracks into the floorboards, and maybe you guys hear that. Those of you who are in the chapel above. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, look, I'll just get side by side with Tane, and bonus action, I'll take patient defense. I won't spend a key point. I'm just going to take the dodge action.
Taking the dodge action, the hero's action, so to speak. Your crossbow bolt does not hit. It is now the creature's turn. How do I want to play this?
Do you? If you want my opinion, I would
Yes.
say that it drank Thana's blood, and now it has a thirst for her blood, and we'll go after her and leave Thana's friends alone.
I like that.
I'm happy with that as well.
Did you?
I like that.
That's not good.
That's
Just saying.
You know, you and I were on the same page here. Let's have a look, skis. How high is the ceiling of this particular area? Let's have a look.
Then,
Yes.
is vampirism contagious in this world? Would we know that?
Ooh, I'll allow
Would
you
we
to
sort
make
of know what we're looking at?
I'll allow you to make a check if you wish to make a check.
Yeah, well, it's starting to look like it. The hungry and the... Would that be nature? Would that be medicine?
That would be religion.
Religion?
Well, you can wait till you can see that.
Yes, but
Yeah, you guys can't see the kid yet.
Yeah.
He's still in the basement.
Well, I heard I'm hungry, and I'll wait. But
Yeah, you can definitely do that as a free action on your turn.
Werewolves are
Find
hungry,
out.
ogres are hungry,
I was just
wolves are
being mean, I
hungry.
don't mind.
yeah,
Yeah, but I definitely I'll allow you to do that. If you see him, you can roll a flat check. If you don't see him, maybe
Yeah.
with disadvantage or something like that. But you can definitely do that on your turn. It is now the creature's turn.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look, skis here. I'm going to say it was 6 feet down to that landing. Another 3 feet with the stairs. Let's just say 10 feet. The ceiling is 10 feet high. This creature's movement speed, let's have a look at that. Okay. It is going to scramble along the ceiling like a possessed person. And it is going to move directly across from where it is. Let's say that's 30 feet, straight towards the opening. Maybe there's a little dull light filtering down to that.
I would like to make an attack.
When you say the opening, you mean like the top of the staircase?
Top of the staircase, yes. So,
Yeah, okay.
Going straight past Tane Nui. Tane, I would say that yes, you can probably reach. You're a big dude.
Yeah, I'm 6'4" and it comes off the ceiling at least 1 or 2 feet. So
Yeah,
that's like within
the math
arm's
checks
reach.
out. The math checks
So
out.
I would like to use a thing called unarmed attack to grapple and pull them off the roof.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and put them where they would be when that occurs.
BBC, hashtag BBC.
All right, roll that check for me. Grapple check. I believe it's just an unarmed strike these days, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it is.
All right.
Well, I think grapple, you don't make an attack roll. It's a strength or dex save from the target.
Oh, it is.
Oh, is it?
Sorry, thank God.
Oh, right.
It
Strength.
chooses which one. It chooses.
All right. What's going to be my better one for this? Is it a save or just a check?
Save.
Save. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to press that one. Oh, not good. Not good. That's going to be an 8.
Good save. Good.
Lovely. The DC is like 8+ stuff at minimum, so...
Rip that bitch off the roof.
All right. You definitely grab hold of it. It is the creature's turn. So you grab it. Now, I'm going to have a quick look here at the grappled condition. If anyone has it up,
Movement to
please
0.
feel free to tell me how that works.
I think it takes a full action. I don't know 2024 how to break free of a grapple now, but usually it was an action.
While you're in the grapple condition, your speed is 0 and can't increase.
Mhm.
Attacks. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. The grappler can drag or carry you when it moves, but every foot of movement can cost 1 extra foot. That's it.
But you're both considered grappled as soon as you grapple him. Is that correct? You both get the grappled condition, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably how it works.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good? All right. Well, that was its movement action, which was interrupted by you grabbing it. So instead of using its action rather, to double move to try and get to Thana, he's going to start raking at you with his fingernails. Let's go ahead. Let's roll that first attack. 12. That's a miss.
Hooray!
Second attack. Not good. Not rolling good here. Goddamn stupid creature.
The vampire kid.
That one misses as well. But because you both have the grappled condition, Doru is going to try and sink his fangs into your neck.
Oh no!
In fact, he's not going to try and sink his fangs into your neck. He is going to sink his fangs into your neck. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh.
I'm
As he's-
happy to do that, but I would like to check this later because that makes 0 sense.
It's okay. We can talk about it now.
Would you like me to tell you what it is? One creature within 5 feet that is willing or that has the grappled, incapacitated, or restrained condition. You both have the grappled condition, as we just found out. So you have the grappled condition with this creature.
that might be the. I'm literally checking that. I don't know if that's true anymore
With the grapple condition.
because it's divided into grappler and grappled.
Let me have a look. I'll
The
pull it
grappled
up.
creature can use its action. Creature successfully grappling a creature gives that creature the grappled condition.
Yeah.
Grapple a creature, grapple another. Many monsters arms grapple. Successfully grappling a creature gives it the grappled condition, not both of you. A creature must have a free hand to grapple another creature. Some stat and blocks may allow a creature to do multiple or another body part.
I think Tane's only debuff is he's the grappler, so every foot of movement is doubled.
So, to clarify,
when you have grappled someone, you are not yourself grappled.
That used to be that they both had the
It
grapple.
used to be. We're playing with 2024.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
boy.
I'm happy to get sunken into me.
I'm not. I don't want to be fighting two vampires, please. I'm not happy with that. I'm dead.
Free for attack.
And I'm actually fine with it if we're grappling face to face, but I'm ripping this one off the ceiling.
Nuts. I missed something as well that could have just completely nullified this entire conversation, but I missed it. That's my bad. Hands off the chess piece. Let's move along here. The creature missed both of its attacks. You have it grappled. It is now your turn, Tane.
Now that I have it grappled, I will take my
He starts screeching and thrashing, clawing at you.
shield, pin it, and then I'm going to try and just stab it with a sword because I'm a very unoriginal. Oh wait, I can't do that because I got a lantern. So I use the lantern as a weapon and bash it over the head with it.
Do you have your shield out at the moment?
Yes.
Shield in one
I have a
hand,
shield
lantern in
one
the
hand.
other?
Yes.
What are you grappling it
So I'm
with?
going to use... No, I guess I would have had to lose my lantern to begin with. You're
Yes.
right. I got my free hand, so I just bash it with the shield.
Bash it with the shield. Okay. No idea how that's going to work. Just make an unarmed strike, I guess.
Happy to.
Happy to.
Why is this not working?
You can hear, like, the fingernails scraping up against your armor as it, like, thrashes like a wounded animal, like, desperately trying to get out of your grip.
21, and I'm going to throw a divine smite on there.
Talk to me about the divine smite.
I could do an inspiring smite, actually, because that is the same thing, I think.
Oh, divine, don't forget its secondary ability.
What does that mean?
It deals extra dice if the creature is undead.
Oh, cool.
I also... just having a look at what you shared there as well, Fujin.
I thought it might be useful for the future for stuff like this.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
Just no proficiency bonus to the attack. I don't think you have a proficiency bonus with unarmed strikes, I'm assuming. And just a 1d4 type of damage. That's cool. Now, I'm assuming that you can just use your divine smite with the shield, right? Doesn't need a sword or any type of weapon
It
like
needs
that.
my bonus action.
Yep.
I'll read it to you.
Oh yeah, it's just a melee attack. It doesn't need to be a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can just fisticuffs and boom, boom, boom.
All right. Talk to me about some damage here.
Okay. When you get it prepared, come on, where is it? There we go. One bonus action when you immediately take after hitting a target with a melee weapon or an armed strike, and you deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage. The damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or undead. So did you say 1d4?
D4 of damage for the shield. Yep.
Also, I checked it, and you are proficient with unarmed, but that's fine. It's only a 2, so just a 19 would still hit this crazy little boy.
It would.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Oh, thank God.
3d8.
If it did not, I'd be panicking.
It would be a problem.
Yeah.
So 15 radiant damage and 1 bludgeoning damage with the shield, which seems appropriate.
15 radius,
Right.
so 16 points of damage in total.
Stay down!
and there's no coherent response from this young man. He is just in an absolute ravenous rage now that this combat has actually started. He's just desperately trying to claw at you because you have it restrained with the grapple.
I will also, so grappling with this hand, shield bash, smite, and I'm going to look around the room. Is my lantern still there?
It's on the ground, yes.
I'm going to try and move him over on top of the lantern.
Okay.
So just with movement.
Yeah, okay.
I get grappled so I can move him.
You grab him, you pull him down from the ceiling. I imagine he probably lands on the lantern, and sort of the oil sort of splashes down around, like where he's lying on the floor, and starts a little bit of a fire. On the next turn, on his turn, I might get him to do something to see if he can avoid being on fire. We'll see how that sort of works out for him. Might take a little bit of extra fire damage on his turn. Let's go to the rest of you. We'll go. Where are we? 1.
Fujin, that was a good start. We're good. That was a good start.
You. So you, Bill. Maybe you hear the screeching of this young man. You hear that thud as the crossbow bolt thuds up against the floorboards. What do you want to do? I'll take it to the other map.
I had the idea. I'll roll a perception check to work out if I heard anything, and I got a dirty 20. So my assumption is that I did hear something.
You did hear something.
So I've got 30 feet of movement. So where was the... Oh, okay, I can see now. So that will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll take the dash action to get down the stairs.
Okay.
Or down the ladder, I should say.
All right. So you've moved 30 feet so far. We'll take you over to the other map. Yeah, you can see the flickering light from the fire as it begins to spread a little bit. You reach that point there. Let's go ahead and put you on the map. Where's your character? There he is. There. You can see this melee beginning to unfold.
And sorry, are these stairs 5 foot down, 5 foot down? So I'm currently 10 feet up from the ground floor right now?
Nah, they're very shallow stairs. I'd say it's like maybe 5 feet in total, something like that. I did say that it was the ceiling was low enough for Tane to be able to reach him. So
yeah, so I'll jump off this side just so basically I'm trying to not be within melee range of him. And then I will cast a new spell. And I'll pull out my letter opener. I was like, maybe I'll kind of kiss it and I know you can't hit him from here, but I believe in you.
Oh yeah.
Spiritually. And I'll cast spiritual weapon, and holy shit, nat 20.
Ah, yes!
Yes, kill it!
William.
Kill it!
Bloody Iron Dancer.
16 force damage.
16 points of
my
force
God.
damage. My God. Okay. Yeah. That definitely hits, and hurts a lot.
Is that a letter opener or a this kid opener? Am I right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's probably not something you need to clip.
Yeah.
This kid opener.
Okay. Very good.
I stand by it.
And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, ending your turn there. We'll go back to the other scene. We'll go to the next person. Thana and Fritz, which one of you wants to go first here?
Thana has higher dex.
Okay, Thana.
I think we decided. Am I frozen on your end? By the way?
Yeah. I just thought you were sitting really still.
Oh, no, I've been frozen for a while, but that's okay. I'll just stay like this.
Off and on, camera off and on.
I don't want to do that though.
It'll work.
Alright, there we go. Hello.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Thana.
Sweet. Thana sort of hears the or do you want me to roll a perception? Like,
No, you saw Bill take off. We're good to go here.
well, I know it's down there.
Yeah.
I know it's down there anyway.
Maybe you can hear Father Donovich say, "No, my boy, he's innocent, my boy."
Thana
Too racist.
just in a fucking violent rage, turns to Father Donovich and is like, anything that's dead should stay dead. Any good cleric worth their salt should know that, and spits on him, and then runs down to the basement.
Oh shit!
Okay.
She's pissed.
All right, let's have a look at
She's
your
furious. The
distance
barbarian,
here.
she'd be raging.
10, 25 feet to get over to Nya, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pop you down in the basement with the rest of y'all. I'm not counting the climbing down as a part of your movement because I'm not a good DM and I can't be bothered, to be absolutely honest with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, you aren't Mark, so like we have our expectations.
Yeah. If Mark was here, damn, he would have covered that ladder like no one's business.
All right.
A backstory for each individual step.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better. Sorry, what was that? What was that, Dan? What were you saying? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Well, it's probably because he's busy doing the trigonometry to help you with your ladder problem. You got this. You got this, William.
Sorry, I'm just gonna get a backup character unrelated.
A second vampire appears. All right, go.
A second vampire. For the first time in the campaign, Thana, who's having trouble with her magic, is going to pull out her longbow. And she's going to look this vampire in its undead eyes and just growl under her breath and say, "Die, you undead filth." And roll the hit. No, I got a 6.
You hit Tane. Tane, you die. Hate to see it.
Ah, what the bloody hell!
Right in the eyeball.
I'm so fucking done.
Can I just say how fucking funny would that have been? Here's what I thought she was about to say. The first time in the whole campaign, Thana comes out and casts Healing Word. When everyone's full of help, we were dying before she would do it.
Absolutely wish.
All right.
I cast it on the vampire. Guys, motherfuckers,
Hey, in the old days, that would work.
Amazing turn.
In
Great
the old
turn.
rules, that would have worked.
Unfortunately, no, that's not going to be enough to hit the creature. So.
Dang it. Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. What else?
Does the priest take damage from my spit? Because I hacked the loogie on him.
Yeah, he dies. He's dead. No, he's not dead. He's fine.
Great.
He's just slightly
that's fine.
dirtier than he was before.
He'll live forever.
Ah, who does that? That's disgusting. Alrighty then. Let's go around to Fritz. Fritz, it is your turn. What do you wish to do? I'm just going to keep it on this map. If you say you want to get to there, I'm just going to say it's 25 feet.
Yeah, cool. So basically, I haven't really been in combat with Bright Eyes yet. So I'll just see how we go. But Fritz would actually ask the siblings if they're coming as well. We've got 2 allies there, and I'm not sure whether that's my go.
No, that's definitely not your turn. No, they'll be like, no.
Yeah.
We'll take care of Father Donovich. You go.
Okay. All right, so Fritz would just run down.
Don't hurt the
and
boy.
He's got plus. He'd just laugh and walk away.
Yeah. Slay.
Yeah. He's over it and be like,
Slay.
racist.
He goes,
And
sure
your
thing.
son-
He turns around and winks and goes, definitely.
All right, so I'm going to go to hit. 13 isn't going to hit. Have I used my hero point yet?
I think you have. I think you gave it to someone.
Yeah.
I think you gave it
You
to.
can have
Yeah, I
mine
did.
if
I
you
did.
want it.
Yeah.
You can have mine if you want it.
Can I? Can
They're there to
use
use.
what?
Yeah.
Sorry, you gave
Someone-
me a hero point.
If someone wants to sacrifice it, they can
Okay.
do so for.
Yeah,
what,
I'll use mine.
what do you want to do with
remember
it?
the song I sang this morning?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to just try and hit with this thing with my short sword.
All right, let's put
So
you.
I
on
got a
the-
13 to hit. I'd like to do it again.
Not going to drag anyone
No,
over the
it's
coals.
no- it's no better.
Range,
Nat
yeah.
20, nat 20.
Nah. Nah, it's worse. Okay, so I'm going to miss.
Right,
On
let's go
purpose, though.
there.
Unfortunately.
We'll put you.
As
Totally
a
on
moral
purpose.
statement.
Range.
Well, I'm a bit panicked actually, and you know,
Very
still very, very angry and shaken up by that racist priest. But I do have a furry companion who is yet to go, and he will have. He's moved at least 20 feet straight towards the target. Would we say that? Like he's running towards it?
Well, let's just say it's 30 feet. Yeah, and he can be running towards it. He can run down towards the stairs and leap over the stairs if you want to make the the charging attack here.
Yep. So he's going to do the beast strike. He's got a +5 to hit, and he's going to miss.
Let's put that as.
Yep. So
Have any of us
Yeah.
made an attack?
I don't think
Spiritual
so.
weapon, thank you
But-
very much.
Sorry.
oh yeah, that's true.
The
That's
letter
true.
opener opens
Sorry.
more than a letter.
That's true. It's
does.
the best weapon we have. One thing, I did have +1. I don't think that'll make a difference to anything. And I still want to do that check because I'm worried about disease.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You can do that check.
Yeah,
I said that was
so-
going to be a bone axe.
Was that religion?
Not a bone axe, just a free action. Yeah, a religion check.
Yeah.
Would be what would be looking
Okay.
for here.
I think this kid just tried to bite me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I could have done Hunter's Mark, but I think we need to know. 10. If I had a dice cage, D&D Beyond would be going into it.
Yeah, it's been rolling so badly
Wouldn't it
tonight.
be amazing? You're gonna play D&D Beyond, and it's like, sorry, D&D Beyond is down inside Gemma's dice case.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
You need to
The
change
one-
your dice, like change it to a
Nice
different,
page.
a
Oh,
different one. Like it's
Yeah,
the
you can do that. You can change
the
the dice.
Mishar die set is not working for you.
I've got the
Yeah, I
Thumb
don't know how to change it, but we'll.
You just need to get some,
Is it
some
working for
dice
you?
from Fruit Bowl Dice. Religion check. Got a 10 for your religion check. Yeah.
Yeah, so not much.
No.
Which fits because I'm a dummy.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not something that you've ever seen before, which brings us to the end of the first round of combat.
Oh, I want to keep going.
And
I
we
know.
come back around for the start of round 2. And
Look
Fujin,
at us. We've done roleplay, and now we're in a fight. Good
We
job.
are actually D&Ding, guys. We're actually doing it. We're doing it.
Dean doing it. That is
We're
awesome.
doing it.
I love it. It's
Fujin's
unreal.
been waiting for this moment.
We're doing the D&D. And this thing's going to be
Are we
D&D.
still going?
no,
I just
we're going to
wanna call
finish up
this.
there, but as this
Can-
creature is like desperately fighting for its life, scrambling against the iron vice-like grip of Tane Nui, who has it pinned to the ground, clawing, scratching at his armor. You can hear that sound like a knife across a dinner plate as he tries desperately to break his grasp. His eyes turn towards you, Fujin. Those sunken eyes. Those bloodshot eyes. And you flash back to that nightmare that you had the night before. Those bloodshot eyes staring at you through that crack in the wall. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode. And we'll see you all again next week at the top of round 2 of this combat.
When Fujin
And
hits
hopefully
a nat
someone will
20
hit
as a
something.
rogue.
As you all brutally
I'm
beat
proud
this
of-
poor child.
Well, I'm proud of Fujin. He actually dealt with some of his small spaces fears.
Yeah, he's
It's
in an
little-
enclosed space. This is great.
Yeah, he did really well.
Did we level up? Did we level
I'm
up?
distracted.
You leveled up your role
You're
play
low.
game, that's for sure. But no, you didn't. You didn't
Oh,
level up.
that's sweet of you. I'm going to give you a level.
Thanks, man.
You can have a level. That was a sweet compliment.
I'm now a
I appreciate
level
that.
2 dungeon master. My journey
Yay! Everyone applaud
is only
Tane.
just
Does that mean the
beginning.
ladder will include our movement?
I get to pick a
Next
time?
subclass. I'm going to go with horror subclass. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Jess, Botanical Media, in the chat. We see you, Sweet Pea. Thank you for hanging out with us for tonight's episode. It's been a blast. I wasn't sure if I was going to be in the right state of mind to be able to do it, but I did it, and I'm glad I did, because, you know, this is something that I do every single time before an episode. I'm like, oh, I'm too tired to do it, and then I do it, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm glad I did it, because every episode is just it's fucking awesome. Tabletopaudio.com. If you enjoyed the ambience that you heard in tonight's episode, make sure you check them out. Of course, Fruit Bowl Dice, fruitbowldice.com. If you want some sweet tasting random number generation, make sure you check them out. Don't eat their dice there. They're not actually for eating.
They look good though.
Is there anything?
They're
Yeah,
not
they do
for
look
fruit.
good. When I have
Coin
money.
of probability, baby.
And tax
Coin of
time's coming up.
probability.
Tax time's coming up, so make sure you, don't eat them. Don't eat them, but buy some.
Don't eat them. That's bad.
Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we finish up the night?
I just want to make
No,
a
thanks,
prediction.
everybody.
Fujin will do a nat 20 on his next attack. I've just got it in my head
Agree.
it's going to happen. I was going to get him to roll
Yeah.
it now to prove me right, but let's wait till next week.
All right. Okay, we'll see how
You
that
know
rolls
what? I
out for
feel
you.
it in my bones. Thana's going to cast Turn Undead next session and is going to actually do something.
I don't
Feel
believe
it.
you.
Neither
You
do
mean
I.
you're not going to word Radiance and Ally? Really?
We'll be back again next week, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on
I think I'm going
Twitch.
to turn
Back
it back
in
to
for
that
some
priest.
hashtag BBC.
Right here on Twitch for all your Dungeons and Dragons entertainment needs, crit and miss role-playing games. And again, we're going to be here Thursday night. But hey, if you can't wait until Thursday, make sure you join us on Tuesday night for the next episode of Vecna Eva Ruin. Christian looks tired, so I'm going to let him get to bed. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Bye all.
I hate that priest.